Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. Today is the return of a mini-series that I honestly completely forgot existed. Because Benshaminflips, fellow Balisong YouTuber and someone who I really enjoy the content of, has challenged me. Now if you haven't seen this series before, this is where fellow content creators or community members will come to me saying, "Hey Ethan, learn this trick." I then put 10 minutes on the timer, and I have 10 minutes to learn their variation of that trick using the instructions that they send me. Now the context here is that a few months ago, Benshaminflips posted a short. And this short was about combining the helix aerial and the choker fan. Now, if you know anything about my flipping style, you know that I love my aerials and I love my choker fans. And I have always wanted to be able to do a helix into a choker fan, but I've just never been able to do it. Probably more for a lack of trying rather than a lack of ability, but still, it's just never clicked with me. So when Benjamin made this video giving a suggestion for anyone struggling with this trick, I left a comment that said, "Wow, this really made something click in my head. If I start doing this in future videos, know that you were the reason." Because I was sure at that moment that I was going to try this variation and try and learn it. Of course, as things usually go, I then practiced it for about 15 minutes and then completely forgot about it until Benjamin approached me at Blade Show and said, "Hey, did you ever learn that variation of the aerial to choker fan that I posted on my channel?" To which I said, "No, I honestly it just totally slipped my mind." And he said, "Well, it would be a pretty good candidate for that challenge video, one of the challenge videos that you used to do." And so here we are. So I would like to thank Benshamin. I would like to thank Benshamin for both the suggestion and for reminding me that this series exists. If you want to challenge, I'm going to regret this, but if you want to challenge me to do a trick, message me on Instagram or something. Make it something that I can actually learn in 10 minutes, and we'll go from there. So if I will do my absolute best to maybe link the short that I'm talking about that Benjamin posted in the description. I don't even know if you can do that. Can you link to shorts? I have completely disabled shorts. Here's actually a little tip for anyone who struggles with spending too much time on shorts. You can change it to 0 minutes allowed per day, and then YouTube stops recommending them to you entirely. And I have gained so many hours back in my life at night by not going down some rabbit hole from a single recommended YouTube short. But for this video, I'm going to have to turn them back on. So if I don't remember to put that down there, just give me a gentle reminder. Maybe just one comment. If the comment already exists, maybe don't leave it. And then I'll try my best to add it. But I am, as you guys are seeing this, also technically away and not doing Balisong related stuff at all. I might not even have a Balisong with me. So without further ado, let's get 10 minutes on our timer. And we will start. So the difference, I'm actually going to switch to my cheese here because the cheese is how I prefer to learn new tricks. So the difference that Benjamin has suggested in his short basically boils down to this. Instead of throwing a helix aerial like that, you're going to throw a helix aerial like this. And it's a little weird, but the way that you catch it will allow you to go straight into a choker fan motion without having to do a wrist pass. Because if I do a normal variation, I can't really do a choker fan catching it like this. Because if I do a helix aerial, I'm catching it like this. I can't go into a choker fan like this. You have to bring the Balisong around, and then it's kind of weird. So Benjamin says that if you do it like this, catch the handle this way, you can see you're catching it in such a way that the handle already wants to move down. And in theory, it will be easier to get that into a choker fan motion. I've already wasted a minute, but honestly, this is a more simple trick that I already have kind of practiced a little bit in the past and already understand the basics of, so I don't even really need to watch the video. This is literally just going to be me rambling while I get the timing down on this catch, and then try and do a full, like, actual choker fan. Maybe spiked that into my foot. That sucked. Maybe not as consistent and crazy as the choker fans that I normally do, but a few rotations at the very minimum. So, let's get into it. I just have to get throwing it like that, because normally when you throw a helix aerial, you bring it around like that, and then you throw it. The difference here is that you just go like that, and it's really weird, especially as someone who does so many helix aerials and has it so ingrained into my brain, the normal timing and the normal motion of everything. But if you just practice the timing a little bit, you'll eventually get to a point where you can overcome a little bit of that muscle memory, and it'll feel a little bit more natural. So once we get there, I want to just attempt, see, of course, now, so I'm catching it like that, and now I have to somehow get it. The problem with this is that I'm really not good at choker fans in general. You might look at the things that I do and say, wait, no, you're really good at choker fans. Not at all. I can't do a choker fan from any other setup than the fan to choker fan that I constantly do in my videos. So it's going to be a little... Okay, I understand the theory. I might have to cheat a little bit, because normally when you do a choker fan, you're sending it up. I'm really bad at this. You're sending it up and around through your middle finger. Kind of. You're using your middle finger to really brace against it, and then it's rolling as it worms its way up like that. So you're actually really more using your ring in your middle finger. But with this, I'm wondering, and Benjamin will be the final, like, Benjamin will have to come into the comments and say, you know what, I give you credit for that or not. I'm going to take a gamble and say that it's probably good enough if I just get the spin motion down, no matter how I get that spin motion down. We've got 6 minutes left on the clock. I think me getting that spin motion down is a little bit more important than how I get it down, but still, like, that was decent. That was okay. The problem is the way that I'm doing that is by hitting this and then just twirling with my index and my thumb. And also, when I struggle with a trick for too long, my brain eventually has to reset and do a combo that I know so that I can remind myself that I actually am capable of flipping. I can do it, but it's not doing it, you know? In no way is that... Well, that actually would have been decent if I had held on to it. I think the one problem I have with this is I've always wanted to be able to do it from a normal helix aerial. So I've always wanted to go, wasting so much time, like this, and then... Okay, now it's messed up my normal helix aerial timing, and then go straight into a choker fan just because I do helix aerials a lot more. Can't really think of too many times where I'm throwing a helix aerial just like this. But whew, this is going to be more difficult than I thought. And now that we're down in 4-minute territory, I think I'm going to have to focus a little bit less on being entertaining and talking to you guys and actually, like, lock in and try and get this. Because I don't... It's a very good strategy. Like, I already feel closer. I think, actually, let's look at this a different way. I have to learn, let's get a little bit more used to doing a choker fan in the normal way, which I just can't do. I just can't do it. Oh, wait, that was something. That was something. So, oh, okay, hold on. It is clicking. I want to grab it. So we go out. We want to grab it kind of like this. So then we can turn our wrist and get it hopefully spinning. Oh gosh. And now the pressure. Oh my goodness, that was the best one so far. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I don't technically think... Whoo, that was the best one so far. It was a little sloppy. You kind of have to catch the balisong in a very weird way. Like, you have to reach your hand around and grab it like this so that you can get it to spin like that. At least that's how my brain is solving this puzzle. Okay. 2.5 minutes left. The pressure is starting to build. Oh, shit. That was a fake. That was a fake one. I didn't get proper rotation on that. Oh, okay. I caught it right there. I just didn't get the spin correct. Nope. Okay, that was decent, but not great. I keep second guessing myself. I'll catch it and my brain will be like, nope, you didn't catch it right. But then my eyes will be like, no, you did catch it right. So then I get into the actual like choker fan after the catch, but it's too little too late. Nope. I've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left. That was decent. Nope. No, I need to focus on that. Just getting that torquing motion. That was decent. I didn't hold on to it though. Nope. Oh, shit. 45 seconds. Nope. I think that's going to be my best attempt. I'll keep trying just in case. But I think that one is going to be my best attempt. Shit. That one was decent. I didn't hold on to it. And there it is. Nope. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to leave that up to you guys. The one that I did around 45 seconds left on the timer, I think is going to be my best version. But I spent 10 minutes learning and trying to attempt Benshamin's trick. This is how far I got. Can't even do the freaking... I mean, like, ultimately it's up to you guys, and really it's up to Benshamin if he sees this, if that counts. And now I'm just like... Okay, now I'm just fucking it up entirely. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, my brain... It's over. What the... The pressure has gotten to me, and now I don't even know what I'm doing. These don't count, by the way. I'm just trying to see, did I learn enough to say that I know the trick? I don't think so. I think I successfully did the trick. I would say I would give myself like a 50% success of, I did the trick well enough, but I didn't like fully do it, you know? So ultimately, I think I'm going to have to leave that one up to you guys. Leave your opinions down below if you think I passed or not. And Benjamin himself, if he's watching, will ultimately be the final judge of whether or not I learned this trick. But regardless, there we go. There we go. I think that's representative of my best attempt at this trick. So I think that's going to do it. Benjamin, thank you so much for the challenge, and thank you again for reminding me that this series exists. It's a fun series. The pressure does get to you. I don't like having a timer when it comes to balisong flipping like that, but it also kind of forces me to really sit down and stay accountable because of the camera. So now I can actually start in my free time grinding this trick. And hopefully, maybe we'll see a future where it becomes a part of my normal muscle memory. Because learning the helix to choker fan is something that has been on my trick bucket list for quite a while now. Whoops. So, why did I just like... Oh, no, I was going to say, how did hitting the Tottori with the cheese scuff the Tottori that bad? No, the cheese's coating came off inside the texture of the Tottori. Anyway, I'm stalling. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you guys for watching. And that has been the challenge. Let me know if I was successful or not. And I will see you all in the next one. Later. Geesh. That rough way to end it.